egos, grandstanding. We don't want that from government. And I can tell you, JP Nadda, Dr. Jitendra Singh, good people to have this conversation. Okay, they're very genuine, genial people, good people to have this conversation with. Now the conversation is at least happening. Some trust building, reasonable, should take place. Trust building happens through action. It's the government that's got to do action. The protesters need to be part of the solution. They need to be stakeholders in the process. Co-opt them into a into some sort of task force. And no grandstanding. Let's not make it this about ego now that, oh, we win, okay, or we lose. There's no win and loss here. If we can do that, this can de-escalate very rapidly, which is what we would like to see. If we can't, then we'll get stuck in a quagmire, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen. So the government should bend over backwards, do everything possible, but so should the people who are guiding the energies of genuine young people. The mindset in the meeting should be that while we expect government to win our trust, while we are suspicious of machinations and false promises, fair enough, that we are open to what the OG problem is and don't get stuck in grandstanding, because this is what I said 1 week ago, and even though that's not the be all end all of everything, because I've said it, I cannot say something different or come to some sort of compromise. Sonam Wangchuk has shown that maturity. He wanted it in writing, he got it, and now we need to. So if you've been watching us for the past several days, we've been trying to have a pragmatic conversation, which is very difficult to happen in charged circumstances. Charged circumstances happen, unfortunately, often for us as human beings. They happen in your family, they happen in mine. Tragedies, accidents, deaths, they become charged circumstances. And in charged circumstances, wars take place. I mean, think about when Operation Sindoor happened. Think about the charged circumstances post-Pahalgam, when all of us were incensed. Okay? Then a war is taking place. Blackouts are taking place. Sirens are raging. Charged circumstance. Very difficult to have reasonable, calm conversations. But you've got to try, because it's those reasonable, pragmatic conversations that actually find solutions. We've been working on it. Okay? The final premise, and I'll go back to Arzu after this, and I want you to keep in mind as you absorb the developments of the day. The final premise is that if a person wants to study medicine, and let's take medicine as a case in point because it is relevant here. If you want to study medicine, not become a doctor. For becoming a doctor, you need to clear the 4 years of med school and then your internship and many years of study that it takes for obvious reasons. Lives are at stake. But if you want to study to do so, you should have the opportunity to do so. If you want to be a doctor, you shouldn't have to go to Ukraine to study. That's what we want. If there are enough seats available for most people who want to study to become a doctor, to at least get a chance to study to become a doctor, there is no mafia, there is no examination, entrance examination stress, not crores of rupees, no paper leaks. That's the end goal. The only way that happens is the medical colleges double, triple, quadruple from here. It was a wake-up call, shock to the system. Ukraine, were the people coming back, sir? Medical students. Medical students, why are they studying in Ukraine? Sir, we didn't get admission here, so we got to study, we'll get a degree from there, we'll become doctor, we'll try to then qualify here. I mean, oh my God. That surely doesn't make sense. Okay. That's the final logical end goal. The interim has to be until we get there. And are the medical colleges going up? The conversation I would want to have now is the under construction aims. There you have it, Darbhanga, Rewari, Avantipura. Can we just finish them quickly? Can we hire and train the staff for them quickly so that the medical seats can go up rapidly? Can we commission more of these institutions rapidly, build them? If we can build parliament within a year and a half, if we can build all the highways, I'm sure we can construct a college within a year. Okay, it is possible. Then find the staff. Let's hire the staff now and start training them. So when the college is done in a year, we have ready-made. A year means next academic session or latest 2028 academic session. Okay, so these are doable things. If you have 20-30,000 more medical seats, that's 20-30,000 less reasons for an exam mafia to profiteer from. Okay, and that's the end goal. Right now it is about de-escalation. Okay, so Arzu, now we are roping in on 9 o'clock. Do we know what time this cabinet meeting is?
Well, Rishabh, the cabinet meeting is soon going to happen. And in fact, as I earlier mentioned, this is going to be very crucial as far as this NEET controversy and irregularities is concerned, because the bill is expected to come. And also what, Prime Minister has in fact mentioned that stringent action will be taken against those who will be held accountable for what has happened. And that bill will also ensure that such paper leak doesn't happen, because remember in 2024 also we were discussing the same thing. We had an interaction with the students. They were very much disappointed. We had the conversation with the with the teachers and other people who taught the students, because that time also there was a mental health that was affected of the children. So that time also this thing happened. And now in 2026 again, when the paper leak has happened, as you also mentioned, it's very important to regain that trust. And now, because the student doesn't have any trust left in them for the government, and that's why it's very important. Before any decision, it's very important that the government get that trust back, and they assure students that such paper leak will not happen. And that's why we can clearly see how the students are amended about their demands, that they want the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, because there was no accountability that was taken from him by him. And now today is the cabinet meeting that is going to happen, which will be attended by the cabinet ministers. Prime Minister will lead that cabinet meeting, and what decision will be taken is going to be very crucial. Yes.
Yeah. So I honestly